What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Quick update here. So no one wanted to buy that piece, and I'm like, you know what? I still love that statue. So I decided to just change this shelf to a 48-inch wide, which allows me to fit it. We also just separated Optimus. You know, I haven't displayed it like that in, gosh, 6 years. I've always displayed him riding it, but I love that look as well. I think it's really cool. But yeah, this looks really good. These actually scale really nicely because they're both about, the same scale based off Frodo to Gandalf, head and hand size. I'd say they're both, 1/20th scale. Eventually, this will be moved. What I'm likely going to be doing is getting a life-size silicone golem statue. I think that would go really good there. I think that, that's the other bust I want from Lord of the Rings is Gollum. And it's great because we're actually getting more Gollum movies. I also should be getting the replacement part for his face tomorrow from Queen Studios. It's already in Salt Lake City, Utah. So that will arrive, and then that completes that. And then we're still waiting on the Matrix of Leadership, like a true life size, because that is way too small. That is like, yeah, it's like a 1/4 scale version of the true life size. I did angle him slightly. I basically pushed him so that back armor is like a centimeter away from the wall to give him better angles. But this works, and it lines up perfectly the shelf so it doesn't like stick out per se. And I kind of did this like that. So you still get really good angles of Sauron, but Sauron's best angle is like right here. Of course you can see him like this. But I like viewing him like that, having him like look at his ring, that iconic scene from the beginning of the movie. So I think this looks really good. So happy with how this has turned out. Yeah, and everything is good here. So we are going to do a re-review today. Let me think. What did I review last time? Jupiter. I can't even remember. Oh, I think it was Bumblebee. That's right. So we are in this room. We're going to do another review from this room. Now, some of the older statues, of course, are the Mortal Kombat and DBZ. Let's see. We did Sume Vegeta. Everything else is somewhat newer. I saw some good photos, like in hands, of the Vegeta bust by Real Creation Studios. It'll be real interesting to get that piece in person, based off size. There are some things that I feel like, maybe I'm a little, I don't know how good it will look in person. Like the white tips, how thick his eye lines are. Those are like two of the things that I think. His expression, I need to see it in person, but I still think the overall bust looks really freaking good. And if you do compare it to like Sume Vegeta, he has really thick black lines on his eyes, so I think it would match this really well. This kind of has the white tips as well, as you can see. They're very subtle on this. They are pretty, not subtle at all on the bust. Like, it's very apparent. KD doesn't really do the white tips. On his bust, they're just yellow throughout. We'll see how I like it in person. So, yeah. So, yeah, today we're going to go ahead and just check out PCS MK9 Baraka. Check out this bad boy. So, I do remember when this statue went up for pre-order. It was like 9 years ago. They were releasing at the time a mixture of their classics and MK9. And I had loved that MK9, and I still do. I loved those statues. I sold them due to space, and I got some good offers. But I do love that line. And Baraka is one of the better ones. I feel like him and Sub-Zero, Scorpion. But Baraka is especially good. He was one of the final ones, him and Sub-Zero, actually. So he just has a rock base. It's okay. I don't care too much. It is better than that. But there's nothing really resembling Mortal Kombat. It's just a rock base. And Mortal Kombat has so many cool, like arenas you fight in, and I really feel like they could have did a much better job in the base incorporating an MK theme. Especially MK9. There was so many cool like freaking arenas you fought in. So I think the base is a fail. It looks good, like it's it looks like rocks and whatnot. I just think it didn't incorporate the Mortal Kombat theme very well. But the pose, so lunging forward, ready to battle. I like the pose. It's good. It does kind of make it somewhat difficult to display down low, as you see. It's like you can't really see like that chest detail very good. Not a ton to see there, anyways. His face is the most important thing, and then the hands. They're really cool. Now these blades are not metal. They are, resin, so they can break very easily. I wish they were metal. Could you imagine if they were metal? That'd be really cool. I do like this costume from MK9. I think it is one of his better looks. This and the new MK1, I like those two looks. I did main Baraka in Mortal Kombat 1, the most recent video game. I enjoyed playing him the most. So, yeah, I mean, this statue, it's classic PCS look. PCS on their older statues, they did this weird skin paint app where it has lots of dots. I guess it's, I don't know, just resemble freckles, imperfections, who the frick knows. But that's how they did all their older statues. It doesn't really bug me too much. Like, I don't look at it and think, ugh. It's just like, that's just how they did it. I do like the way they did the spikes coming out of his hands. It has a nice red to it. And this is the exclusive I'm showing you. The normal edition, his arms are going back, which looks okay, but I prefer this pose. Generally, their exclusives always look better than the regulars, so you got to get the exclusive. Nice texture work on the pants. Face looks good, glossy tongue. The eyes look like, dragon eyes. Nice dynamic action pose, though, so I do like that aspect. The pose, the overall detail, I mean, it's just classic PCS. It's nothing like, you can't compare it to, like, let's say Jin Sakai, where that's, like, utter perfection. This is definitely, like, older, almost like Sideshow PF style detail. It still is good. And the likeness, I mean, it looks just like Baraka, so there's not, like, a question of likeness. PCS has never really done a bad job when it comes to, like, creatures for likeness. They fail when it comes to the, like, humans and actors. And so, yeah, the likeness is fine. The concept overall is good. Like I said, the base just could be much better. So I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10 concept. Value, this guy retailed, if I remember correctly, like $349. So I believe nowadays he goes for 600 plus. At least that's what someone offered me a while back, and I still turned it down. I mean, I would probably put his value at least 650. So definitely still a great piece, and the best Baraka statue out there. The only other Baraka is the Iron Studios 1/10 scale. Baraka is, a pretty important Mortal Kombat character. He's sort of like the Tarkatans, the army of Shao Kahn. So I think he pairs great with Shao Kahn, whether classic or MK9. So, it's a great looking piece still. I still really like this statue. I think it's a great piece. So overall, I'd probably give it a solid 7 out of 10. Still a great job by PCS. I think, they could definitely make a newer, updated version, one that incorporates an MK theme. I'd love to see, like, fatality statues, or, like, just something that really resembles Mortal Kombat. But, yeah, it's still a great piece. So, yeah, anyways, folks, in terms of what's going to be coming this week, I'm still waiting for Ellie and Abby to be picked up, waiting on Resin GK for that. And I'm still waiting on Darkseid Bust to hit customs. He claims it's in customs, but tracking doesn't show that. So hopefully we get Darkseid Bust, Ellie, and Abby. The other one would be the Vegeta Bust by Real Creation. That's been in transit for a few weeks now. So I don't know how long that will take, but usually FedEx, I find, takes about 3 weeks to arrive. So it's very possible Real Creation Vegeta could be here in a week or so. UPSC is the worst. FedEx is much, much better. But I would say those are the next coming statues: Rogue Creation Vegeta, Alien Abby, and then Darkseid Bust. So yeah, but I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.